All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A little bit long of a break there, but understandable. We had three just grueling games of just non-stop action here in this best out of five grand finals for the Paradise League. And well, here we are. It's a 2-1 series lead for Team Tim over Team Doghouse. So we'll see if that game 5 is upon us with the Doghouse victory, or if Team Tim can close it out here. But obviously, I'm Break CPK, joined by What You Got. And looking forward to seeing how it all shapes up. And it starts with the draft. And, well, this is looking pretty similar to the previous game once again. Sir Bennington into Adrenaline Magnus. Here we go.
It's looking almost identical, at least in the opener, to game 3, as we're now in game 4. So Doghouse has gotta pull 2 wins in a row to take this finale. And Team Tim's only gotta win 1 of these next 2 games, and they will be the champions. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, and well, a lot of the stuff is looking the same, but maybe it'll shape out a little bit differently, as we have Bensington once again in the hands of Doghouse, and Adrenaline into Magnus, I think, was the exact same opener for Team Tim in that game 3 where they did take that win. So let's see how it maybe shapes up differently here, as no Defiler are going to be coming out. That one is banned away. Instead, they go with Hag and Engineer on the side of Doghouse. So the Bensington Hag combination, I do like it, and Engineer is something that does seem to work quite well for. Well, actually, I say that, and they actually lost with Engineer in game 1. So, but you know, it is a hero that they do usually perform very well with. So,
sure,
we'll see what else they go and pair with it. And look at the bans in the second wave. We see Devo and Torturer, some heroes that we've seen in the series so far.
Nymphora.
The Nymphora. We've seen a lot of Nymphora so far. Riftwalker, which we have not seen any of yet, actually gets banned away. Maybe they're feeling the Riftwalker could be a good way of them turning in the Adrenaline ult, so they don't want to give away the Riftwalker. Makes sense, I think, to a degree. Corrupted Disciple, the last ban.
Yeah, a hero that makes it through is that Ravener. And I mean, technically in the series, Ravener is 2-0. And game 2 wasn't necessarily a big reason for the Doghouse victory, but a game 3 definitely was.
Yeah, and they have the Wretched Hag this time around. So
yeah,
Hag, I don't know, is Hag undefeated this series? I feel like she is, right? Did we? I don't think it was Hag in game 1.
She was played last game on Team Tim, right? So
she's not in game 1, so Hag is undefeated so far in the finale.
Oh, yep. There you go. Stats don't lie. Doghouse victory.
Maybe Hag is the hero that is the undefeated hero to be picked up. So let's see if Hag can pilot. Doghouse did tie up the series and force game 5. We got 2 picks coming up for Team Tim now. They're using some overtime, thinking about it. I honestly got no idea what they're going to go for. I mean, the Ravenor is an option, but they don't have to go for it. The typical Imba Boy heroes like CD, FA, they're all taken out. So there is the Valkyrie, which I am very surprised we're not seeing Valkyrie. I mean, I think Valkyrie
she's been banned. Yeah, no, she's
so
been banned initially.
Valkyrie's open. I wonder if they're thinking about picking up Valkyrie. If they want to run like a Valkyrie tri-lane. There we go. We're going to see the Valkyrie into Lodestone. That is, that's very normal, I would say, from Team Tim's picks here. So Lodestone would be position 3. Adrenaline is typically the mid, and then interestingly enough, they're actually going to last pick their main support hero. You usually don't see the main support save to last pick, but they did ban out the Moira and the Andro in the initial 3 bans, so maybe they'll go with like a Glacius or even like Rhapsody or something, a Luna, something like that could be picked up. I think maybe like a damage support could make a lot of sense to assist in the Adrenaline ult, but they could also still go with defensive support. They pick up Rhapsody and Luna. But I mean, there's still Glacius in the pool. It doesn't really matter that they pick all those up. But I will say, this, this could be something different from Doghouse in the sense that I think we're going to see farming Engineer on Znuki. And I think maybe
Oh,
Azov
wow.
might play like Bensington in the tri lane, and this is one thing that Doghouse can do. They have players that can play so many heroes that they can do stuff like this. They can swap up who plays the Bensington, and it doesn't really affect their team play or how the games play out. So I do think we're going to see Azov play Bensington here, but again, we'll have to wait and see who readies up on the heroes. And it is a last pick Geomancer, so uh, hmm. Does that mean Zane is not going to play main support this game? They're actually going to put Taipei, who's played position 3 the whole series up till now, with them leading the series, and they're going to put him on main support and then give Zane Lodestone. Interesting. So both sides, and look, Azov's on Bensington, so both teams are switching up everything completely. They're changing their position 3 like players on different heroes, and that to me is actually crazy that we're seeing both sides do it
Oh,
in the game.
it's only $10,000 on the line. Whatever, no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal, right? I mean,
so-
it's
so-
like, I mean, these guys are so good; they can switch up who plays what role. It's not really a big deal, but at the same time, it's worth mentioning.
Speaking of the $10,000 on the line, big shout out to our sponsors that we have right here as we're in the pause to start game 4 now. Community Gaming. This tournament is brought to you by Community Gaming. They run weekly tournaments from Valorant, Super Smash Bros., Hearthstone, etc. A lot of games, even Web3 scene as well. Community Gaming is an all-in-one platform that helps supercharge events of all levels, from community grassroots to the tier 1 professional events. Experience it for yourself, guys, at communitygaming.io. You can join their Discord to learn more. Polydoge, also, big thanks to them as helping support with that $10,000 prize post we're mentioning. Polydoge is a digital currency with one of the most vibrant communities to the powerful Polygon network. It offers a wide variety of fun interactions to its holders in the form of NFTs, apps, airdrops, and access to different DeFi platforms ready to use on Polygon. Experience it for yourselves at polydoge.com. Okay, so as we're mentioning, I mean, there's a lot of funky stuff happening here in game number 4 as far as who's playing what. But man, the Snooki on the engineers you're talking about,
farming engineer,
but also so Valkyrie. So yeah, position 1 Valkyrie. That's, I guess, it sounded like you were expecting that, but that, I mean, to me, that's almost like, okay, wow, crazy, but.
No, I mean, that's been banned most of the series, and only up until now, I think. I mean, you know, we didn't look at the ban. I think bans too much of game 1, really, but I want to say that these teams would be picking up Valkyrie if she was not banned. So I think that one slipped through the cracks here, as there were some different stuff, like the Moira and the Andro, I think, were ban prioritized in this game 4, so that left the Valkyrie open. So, you know, the farming engineer, it can either be really, really good, or it could just maybe not work at all. Like, when I think of farming engineer players, I always think of Snooki and Puppet Soul. These are the two guys that like to run farming engineer, and they do it so well that it just works. Like, the engineer with early items and some early mine traps, somehow it just, like, it comes through. But there are times where it does fall flat. So you know, it's one of those heroes where you want to get it going early game and have a good start on it. A really farmed engineer can have a really good impact throughout the game. But when I look at Team Tim's lineup, I see lots of, like, AoE stuns. You got the rocket drill, the lava surge, the Geomancer even can hit multiple targets. They, you know, with the engineer core pick, they kind of lack that kind of in your face potential a little bit. Now, they do have the Bensington tri-lane, which they're running defensively, and it looks like we're going to see, on the side of Team Tim, they might be going for a first blood attempt here middle. They're positioned closer to mid and very aggressively with the Magnus and the Geomancer, and that could easily be a kill on the engineers. So that might catch Doghouse off guard. I kind of like that Team Tim's going for this style of play here to maybe catch Doghouse off guard, and I think that could definitely work. Valkyrie, she could always spec the leap and, you know, maybe escape if she gets caught from the trio here, but she'll probably be looking to play defensively either way, knowing she's not got her teammates by her side for the start.
Well, here we go.
Hag versus Lodestone. Hag in the long lane could always be rather greedy, but it
Mid
could definitely
lane.
work. Yep, mid
This
lane.
is what
Here
you're
we go.
talking about.
go.
Magnus, that is. He is going to stun in. Adrenaline follows up with a nuke. The
Doesn't have
mine
the
doing
keg,
some
doesn't have the keg
damage.
to
but-
reposition himself. So if he
Yeah.
had the keg, he could have kegged up two or whatnot and knocked himself backward. But yep, they're gonna get the bloodlust, and it goes to Volca again on the Magnus. So
I feel like all 4 games, Team Tim has just been on point with these bloodlust early ganks.
Hag top lane, great body
Wow.
blocks from Zane. So Imba Boy actually TP top right away. And maybe Zane called out that, hey, he doesn't have Blink, he has HoN, and we could kill him. So Imba TP'd up there, and now we're going to see Zane TP bottom, so they're going to lane swap everything up. But already this is working out great for Team Tim. 1 minute into the game, we have 2 kills in their favor. We see the Bensington tri-lane TP's top right away. So they want to keep chasing Imba and fight try versus try, which I think is the correct decision. And then Fa ports bottom, and it's going to be Hag versus Load now in the bottom lane. So, Magnus middle lane. Snicky's in trouble.
Oh
my god.
Beautiful
Huge
time.
keg stun disjoint from the lava surge. And, well, engineer farming. It's either a hit or a miss. So far, it's a miss, unfortunately, 0-2. As they're really addressing him. You know, they're focusing him with attention, so it does not have a good time.
Volca, you've said it several times throughout the series, but again, on this Magnus especially, just on point with the early roam, is definitely setting up the big reason why they're up 3-0 right now. And he's kind of just chilling near the top rune. He's going to see the regenerating spawn, so make the call out there for Adrenaline, but is going to roam back to the top lane now. They've been doing some jungle pulls over here, and now Rhapsody could be in trouble.
Taking a creep wave as well if he gets caught here.
Oh
yep. No, this is just not good positioning from Doghouse. 2-man Joust comes in to prevent some damage, but they don't have the same kind of firepower that Team Tim's trio of heroes with some creeps can do.
So guess what? Magnus continues to be on point. And as far as the roam goes, yeah, beautiful setup, of course, for the Valkyrie Arrow. Talk about one of the oldest combos in HoN, back to the Dota days, obviously. As far as arrow on top of the lava surge, and why not make it work here? So you talked about engineer, though. Again, off to 2 deaths. Obviously, that's because of just the heavy early ganks onto him in the beginnings, but is going to have to somehow recover. But right now, it's looking pretty grim. Adrenaline just totally zoning him out. 14-4 compared to 12-2. I mean, creep score wise, Nuki isn't doing too bad. But still.
Yeah, I mean, given the circumstances, he's doing really well. I mean, he's almost even on last hits with Adrenaline, and Adrenaline's been getting so much help from the Magnus already. So if anything, right now he's just gotta level up those mines and hope that he can get a counter kill. He's gonna. Oh, they actually don't trigger there. The perfect timed lava surge avoids those mines.
Yeah, it's like, what
It's
mine?
gonna get Adrenaline,
Oh, no.
but he doesn't have mana for it. He has the keg on cooldown, and wasn't really enough damage, so anything just puts pressure on the Adrenaline. Right now, we're still 2 versus 3 in the top lane. We don't see them really engaging on the Valkyrie. Bensington tried just now, and he missed, so it's almost like they heard me say it. But yeah, the Magnus has been mid a lot, so that means they have an advantage up in the top lane. And
Especially with the engineer.
Oh, yes, sir. Go ahead.
Well, especially with the engineer struggles. I mean, it's safe to say, obviously, they need Sir Bennington to really have a good game.
Joust
Especially
into
with
the
Hag as
tower,
well.
but follow-up is not really there. Now Rhapsody's taking the tower. Arrow doesn't even need to connect. They take him out. Magnus has another lava surge coming up in 5 seconds. Trying to get the return kill on Geo, but he gets the dig stun off.
Oh, gets the kill. It comes at a cost for his own life, but he'll take it. Taking out the core. Now, Luna just holding their ground here, but Lilac still might be in trouble. Magnus chasing, has 10 charges. Doesn't go for the stun, though. Rhapsody coming in. The turn kill using the mana battery. He is fine. He's got a lava surge.
He's 1 hit away, but they don't have the marchers to catch up to him. It's just so unfortunate that they can't get the return kill, and the Magnus is just a little too slippery.
Pops a health potion and it runs right to the middle lane. So gonna continue his roaming ways. Yeah, very close call right there, but 6-1 start in favor of Team Tim right now. So obviously feeling very good about what they got going on. Veiled Rot active. Look at this engineer mid lane. Snooki, though, playing a very defensive posture. Went up a little too close, kicks it on himself, but it's not going to matter. And down he goes. Haha with the kill on Adrenaline. Volca, certainly the MVP so far.
Yeah, and they're really shutting him down. I mean, he's still farming great, like 21 creep kills with 3 deaths and just constant pressure from the Magmus. The Adrenaline only has a 3 creep advantage, so he really has done a great job. But I mean, it's just so hard when you have no escape against this roaming Magmus. They tried to go top lane, but Geomancer was able to dig stun away. So Fa is also going to need a monster game like he had in, I think it was game 2 on the Wretched Hag. We'll see if he can have like a similar impact here in game 4, as I hope I'm not casters cursing him, as there's an Invis Magmus.
He might be.
He has no mana. Well, he has a Chalice into Blink.
They're going.
There's a Magmus stun.
I mean, that bait was just so beautiful. Lodestone was at half life. Hag is like, what are you doing? You know, I almost got this kill right here, and Zane just baiting the whole time. And yeah, Volca, great patience, waiting for the right moment.
Oh,
Yeah, it literally has killed every lane.
1-8 lead here for Team Tim. Now, I will say, with this huge kill advantage that they have, the golden XP is by all means not out of control. So a lot of the times, as Geomancer, looks like he'll be fine. A lot of the times when we have a score like this early on in a game, it usually means that there's like a 3,000 to 5,000 gold lead. Valkyrie top lane, again, just barely able to survive. So a lot of these kills that Doghouse is missing are very, very close to being kills in their favor. But a lot of the times, this kill lead will mean that the resource lead will be very, very heavily favored toward the team with the kills. But it is not the case here. The lead is still not that large.
Oh, Magmus, is he getting greedy here for this ward kill? A little bit, and they put the sentry down, but he's got a full power supply now. He's feeling pretty good at support. See some counter wars coming up from the other side.
Magmus is gonna die, and finally Doghouse gets something to go their way. They get a kill here on the Magmus.
To that point, I mean, yeah, you see that gold, again, even goes a little bit less, and Sir Bensington, this was mentioning earlier, they really need Sir Bensington to have a great game with that lockdown and engineer especially, and you know what? He's doing that. He's nearly 400 gold per minute, so this Bensington is definitely having the start that you'd hope for, as Hag is picked off in the bottom lane while we're saying this. That looks like the arrow setup from the rocket drill with a free kill there. But, again, Sir Bensington, what can he do is going to be the key now. So he continues to farm away at the top lane. Right now it's just Geomancer on the other side that's there. Adrenaline picks up an illusion rune.
Mind trap, Magmus. Oh, he dies! He could not disjoint it in time, so he knew it was there. You could tell by the way he played that. And that's a kill for Engineer. He's almost 300 GPM.
He's probably gonna die here, but you know what? The fact he got that kill, it's like, all right.
Yeah, unfortunately the keg stun was not, it didn't do what he wanted it to do, which was to push him back toward his tower and also stun the load at the same time. So he tried, and it's very hard to do, but it didn't work out, and he ended up going down. Bottom lane now.
Oh, Halo.
Oh, that looked funny, actually, the interaction with the Death Halo and the Joust.
Yeah, that looked really odd right there, but Sir Bensington, it doesn't have a Joust, he is dead. Ends up being pretty good for the Hellborn side. Rhapsody, also going to be double now. Staccato stuns. Disco Inferno ain't going to matter. And the tower, trying to take out Magmus, but no, Magmus power supply use will manage to survive as well. So they chase for another. They get it, they all get out. And Imba Boy will go back to farming here on the Valkyrie.
Top lane, back blast, and one more hit from, yep, he uses the Sonar Screen instead. So Hag gets a kill. That's good for Hag.
That is definitely good. Sitting about the 300 gold per minute. Adrenaline has taken over as top farm, though. But the mines! The keg
keg just barely misses. Bensington will get him, though. That's a big kill, though, Breaky, because that was an ultimate warrior streak on the Adrenaline, who was the top farmer for Team Tim. And it gives 500 plus gold over to Bensington, who's already doing well. So that's going to further progress his build-up now toward his, what I believe will be his Thunderclaw, as he is playing more so that position 1 Bensington this game. So that is a big kill, and with the death on Adrenaline, look at the resources again. I talked about it just a couple minutes ago. We have a huge kill lead in favor of Team Tim, but the resources do not reflect that whatsoever. It is a dead even game.
Yeah, no, I just got finished saying how Adrenaline was top farm at 400 plus GPM, and sure enough, the gank happened. So absolutely, big turnaround. Speaking of Adrenaline, going back in, pulls in Engineer.
Engineer's a ping pong over here in the mid lane, but he's got a regen rune, so he's able to bring himself back up on HP.
I will say, especially with this core focused Engineer as Lodestone, like he's fine for now. I can't make a point because we got another kill happening. Yeah, Hag is in trouble.
Is fine though. Oh no, he died to the second call from Valkyrie. He got the double call, even following him after the blink. That's huge for Imboboy to pick up an ultimate warrior streak himself.
Luck is on his side, but to the point, yeah, Engineer, you always got to be weary of these mines that he's going to be kiting you into.
Oh, this is going to be a kill on the Geomancer. Great Keck stun, and
bottom lane.
I think he had the dig up, by the way.
That was a kill there. On to Bensington. Lodestone manages to survive the last auto attack.
8 life, he survived.
Has to turn around Magnus.
Meanwhile, Luna's battling the Magnus over here.
Yeah, it's a kill. And now Magnus has to get away from Rhapsody, which he should be able to do just fine. But yeah, Lode's still living with 8 life.
He's got no mana for the Lava Surge, but it's not enough damage.
No, he's good. Whew. Why wouldn't we just continue with just insane action here in Game 4? 23 hero kills in 11.5 minutes. Keeping
2 kills per minute. It's like clockwork. It just never changes. And I still can't get over how much attention Team Tim has put on this Engineer. And the fact that Snooki, he is so good of a player. He's 300 GPM still.
Oh, Valkyrie.
Meanwhile, we have Nightfall.
Right? Oh!
Big snipe coming in from Lilac on the Aluna. Takes out Imboboy. And they also get the Geomancer kill. This is huge momentum for Doghouse once again. They are getting the kills on the targets they want them on.
That was Geomancer. Made a hell of a great stun right there to keep Valkyrie alive initially. But yeah, the red power throw coming through to snipe out Valkyrie and then ultimately get the Geomancer kill on top of that. So beautiful. And for the first time, this Legion side, I mean, it's very little, but they have a gold lead overall. And again, that's being led by Sir Bensington, who is now going to port elsewhere. And we've seen it's not like he's just static farming a lane. I mean, Sir Bensington's been all over the place as you would hope for, especially with that Nightfall ability. And he has certainly been doing that. I mean, what is he? He's 2, 3, and 4 right now. So involved 6
the top farmer in the game actually has a negative kill score. It's actually funny to see that. But Lodestone, they're going to put some pressure on him bottom. TPs are coming in. He does do the backwards stun, but nothing really going to happen, I think, out of this. Zane is kind of quietly doing his thing. He's about halfway toward his portal key as Veiled Rots are down here from Team Tim on Adrenaline. And they are geo-stalking, so they know that someone's in the tower. But it looks like they're going to fall back. They maybe were threatened by the tower with TP support.
Yep, got him. Got the worm. But Geomancer digs away. Meanwhile, Magnus.
Oh, Hag has to be careful top lane. Oh, she blinks in top. They're baiting with the Valkyrie with the Lodestone. And there is no blink up for a while.
Yes, it hits.
Great javelin coming in from Imboboy there, because he was not stunned up, so he could have tried to avoid that, but he was more focused on trying to avoid the Lodestone damage initially and got arrowed up. So good play coming in from Team Tim. They baited the Hag blink.
I gotta say, man, these red power throws, Lilac is just somehow... That was from the bottom lane. He actually connected on a Lodestone there.
I actually missed that, but did Engineer connect any spells as well? Looks like he got the kill, actually.
He did, because it just took one auto attack. The red got him down to like 10 life, and then the auto attack killed him.
And then he's almost 400 GPM at Engineer. I think he's just so good at, like, I don't know how he does this. And he's going to get a kill. Well, dude's actually going to get the kill in the Rhapsody, but they're going to take out Magnus. So he has no gold toward his portal key progression here at 14 minutes. And despite how good, we were saying how much impact the Magnus was having early on, as an arrow connects onto Aluna bottom lane. Now, they did get the tower, but they do lose the Aluna. I think they'll be okay with trading up the tower for the Aluna. But, we talked about how good the Magnus rotations were early game. He, all of a sudden, is not really sporting that much progression toward his big item pickup. So... And that's credit to Doghouse. They've just been playing this game 4 very, very well, I would say.
Yeah, choosing to go the Grave Locket even as well as a Power Supply. So really getting some earlier core items. But yeah, you got to think the Portal Key's next in line for Magnus, but to that point.
Finished on Bensington. So 15-minute Underclaw with 400 GPM. Not too bad. Hag is trying to recover from, well, she's actually got 5 deaths. You know, I didn't even realize she had that, had died that many times, but 300 GPM, it's not too bad. Meanwhile, middle lane, they're diving here.
Oh, they got Snooki. They got the big target. Now they want more, but the Nightfall in from Sir Bensington. Turn on a Magnus. Meanwhile, the Halo's up. From Adrenaline gets a couple stuns. Those staccato stuns. And the save from Rhapsody. Keep it alive.
Oh, he couldn't get the blink up. It was 2 seconds down.
Rhapsody dead as well, and the Kalena Patrick for Zane coming in with a Shatterstorm at the last second and just annihilates the Legion team. So it looked like the turn was of a potential with that save initially from Rhapsody, but it is too little too late.
Big ultimates on both sides. The Rhapsody Melody was huge. Bought enough time for Hag to survive, but didn't unfortunately have the blink up for another couple of seconds. Maybe if had put a couple more points into Flash of Darkness over the HoN's, would have been able to blink out there. But unfortunately, it was only level 2, and the Adrenaline ulti caught 4 people, bought time for Lodestone to Shatterstorm everybody up, and now Zane's got a portal key to work with, so haste in his bottle as well. We'll see what he can make happen with this moving forward, but that was a huge fight for Team Tim, gets them a 500 gold in XP lead, and now we'll see what Doghouse can do to respond here after that great team fight from the side of Team Tim.
Yeah. You got top lane, stalking in Geomancer. They want to kill this Sir Bensington. They know he's a big target, but Bensington's a little too quick.
Magnus got caught by the Storm Spirit, Veiled Rotted Engineer, and the rest was history as he had already lava surged on the creep wave, so they're going to get the kill on the Magnus. He continues to not really have too much gold for his blink, but do they see the Engineer here is the question. They do. They see him. They're going to get caught. So he thought he was being sneaky, but high ground vision prevails for the side of Team Tim, and they kill him in the end. So he had the high ground, Anakin.
Unfortunate. Yeah, Snooki tried. A valiant effort right there, but yeah, good find, of course, from the Hellborn. I'll take that every day of the week. I believe what you saw Gnome's Wisdom purchased on Wretched Hack. So taking a closer look at some more item progressions coming out. Obviously, Portal Key on Lodestone's pretty big. How about this Valkyrie? Emma Boy's kind of been quietly. I was just going to
say, we haven't talked about Valkyrie pretty much at all this game. He's got Thunderclaw, working on either a Nullfire Blade or a Firebrand, one or the other with this good blade. Valkyrie Prism's coming out. They're catching Bensington.
Got him with the Halo.
And now Hag might get caught as well, so this could be two huge pickoffs for Team Tim in both the top and bottom river.
Uh-oh. This is awkward. Geomancer running into the Sentry, takes some staccato stunts. How's it dig, though? They could turn this in, yet they want to go for it. Luna's definitely dead. Protected Melody,
huge
maybe
Melody
not.
From Dude coming out, preventing so much damage.
Is it
Are they going to be able to turn it, though?
It does turn on a Lodestone at least, and now Adrenaline cannot finish off a Luna. So Rhapsody does save her in the end.
They're so low on the supports. Adrenaline's trying to snipe him out with the Shard Blast. He missed the next one too. The jukes from Lilac coming in. That was crazy from Doghouse. The Melody does so much work there, Breaky.
Almost.
And they killed both the Lodestone and the Valkyrie. Wow.
That's definitely one of the best abilities to turn fights, and that's exactly what you want to see out of it. Dude doing a hell of a job. This whole series, frankly, on whatever he's playing, but that Rhapsody Protected Melody, absolutely clutch. Allows for the turn.
That's why you pick up heroes like the Rhapsody Breaky for those huge turn plays coming in, and you love to see the support players making those big plays for their cores. Oh man, I get so excited when I see big support plays.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Adrenaline finds its way back in the mid lane after all of that. So, of course, he survived, ended up TPing out. Up there, still farming about 418 gold per minute. So, back to farming mid. Rest of his team, or I guess 3 heroes, are at the bottom lane. Valkyrie pushing that out. We just talked about what she's progressing towards.
Hag is farming under a Word of Sight. So, we see Team Tim making their way to try to maybe set up a kill onto Fa. To continue shutting down this Hag would be very good. Here comes a Crystal Field into Dixa, and Arrow also connecting.
God, that was just sexy. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Set up there from the Hellborn.
Rhapsody, I don't think it's gonna live this. Meanwhile, we have a fight going on catching the Magnus. So they do get something, but they lost 2 for 1 here.
All right, well, So a little bit of a present, a reward of sorts, I guess, for the Legion team. At least finding somebody, as you mentioned. But yeah, losing 2.
Smoked up under a Rev Ward. They're like expecting, I think, the Valk Prism or something. Oh, he's gonna catch the Geomancer. Kickstun does connect.
God, that combo.
Oh, right, Zane's gonna steal the haste rune though in the face of Snooki.
Adrenaline. There's team support though. The Nightfall, the Joust in, and Snooki's still alive. The Kickstun's not in time though. He
did use his power supply, it just wasn't enough to save him.
5-second arrow.
Javelin on the Aluna.
Oh no. That was from the bottom lane. He just randomly threw it.
Those are always the feels good arrows when you throw it and across the map. It hits somebody and gets your team a kill. That's always fun.
Yeah. Meant to do that. Perfect accuracy. No big deal. Just Boy things. Zane picks up post haste, by the way, so he is a very mobile lodestone now.
Yeah, this is something that Zane... I mean, a lot of lodestone players do this, but Zane is notorious for going blink straight into post haste, and he's always all over the map setting up kills with Shatterstorm. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes straight into a sheepstick as his next item. That's usually his item path. As we see Geomancer, I think they saw Hag on the ward down here. They have another one as well behind what the tier 1 tower is. So they see Hag, they might look to try to burst her down.
The mines are being set up, though, from Engineer, so if they do commit, they'll have to deal with that. Rhapsody, that's a big target to kill initially. They don't kill her initially. The arrow's dodged, actually, and she's alive for now.
No targets here. We'll see who's going to get picked off first.
Shatterstorm. It goes up, but down goes the lodestone. Magnus now.
Yeah, Lava Surge. Oh, he wasn't able... I don't know if he misclicked or what, but he could have stunned down the cliff. Adrenaline gets his TP stopped here. And Valkyrie's TPing out, so we'll see if they... Oh, there's a Prism coming out, so they will not dive the Adrenaline, but... Oh, man, that was a huge fight from Doghouse. They get 3 kills for nobody. And the fact that Rhapsody was able to... She was the one who got initiated on, right? To begin
she
with.
Was, yeah.
She was able to survive. I mean, she's not the tankiest target. She does have 1,000 HP, but...
I don't know how she lived.
I gotta think that was great team support. And now Engineer's got a portal key to follow up his Storm Spirit. Valkyrie has no TP, by the way. She just TP'd, I think, and they're actually not going to pursue. Okay, so they decide not to go for a dive.
Power throw heads, but
bottom lane. Oh, he's going to get pushed back in by the turret, so he's getting silenced back and forth, but it's just not enough damage between these two heroes. Suzuki actually played that, I would say, perfectly on the Engineer. He kegged him out of the energy field and then pushed him back in with the turret. Just Adrenaline was too tanky with Ice Brand investments, so. Meanwhile, middle lane, they get the tier 1 tower on Bensington.
Valkyrie cleaning up the rest of the creeps at the top lane. Has 2 supports nearby to help in case they do jump. But Boy working on more farm, did finish that nullifier as we see in hand. So another lull in the action. Give us the time to look over and see what we got picked up. Snooki ended up getting the portal key, went that Storm Spirit first. Sir Bensington, Firebrand now finished as well, so we're not going to see that Hyper Crown right away, as we saw in the previous game that maybe didn't work out too well. It's going to be more of the traditional, I think you could say.
Yeah, and they have the Hag, who's been soaking a lot of jungle stacks as well this game. Hag scales very, very well too, so they're going to catch the Magnus here, bot river, 4 players in the area. That's a good kill because Volca was actually very close to portal key. I think he's maybe like 200 gold off or so. It's going to put it down to 500 more gold that he needs, so delaying the Magnus Blake even further, always good. Adrenaline might get caught here. Oh, the Bensington Joust. He was trying to guess that he would do the rush backwards, but it's on cooldown for 4 more seconds. Do they have reveal? Hag's gonna get set up here by Geomancer.
Choosing not to Halo, just wants to run. Lodestone though went in! Oh, but Zane, he's somewhat... I think he might hit Rhapsody, but that's it. And now Zane is just dead, most likely. Yes, the screen finishes him off. And I think that'll be it for now.
Man, I saw Doghouse lined up 3 people on that the stairs there, and I was saying, oh, this could be a 3-man Shatterstorm coming in, but maybe he just didn't have the high ground vision or whatnot at the time, and unfortunately that didn't turn into a big Shatterstorm like I thought it could have maybe been.
Yeah, it's, well, as I was saying too, Adrenaline actually had the Death's Halo up, and I thought, especially with that Shadow Storm coming in, maybe gonna try to set up a turn, but decided not to on different stages.
The combo. Mid lane, Storm Spirit Keg combo.
Nice.
Oh, Magnus, he's so low. And again, he falls again, so Volka still struggling to get that portal key. I mean, he can do all the feeding he wants once he gets that portal key, but until then, getting that item is so crucial for the Magnus.
Valkyrie, ooh, almost died to the mines. There was a random mine trap here.
And sub 50 life. I mean, that's that's close. Did go for Nullfire too, and now has a Mighty Blade. So
okay,
I'm guessing he's going Shrunken with that. I don't usually see Imba Boy go for an early Shrunken. Oh, they actually catch Bensington top.
That's
river.
a huge solo kill.
I don't know if you saw that, but
I caught the end of it. I mean, he uses Halo for it and everything, but yeah, I don't know how he caught him initially, but gets a solo kill onto the Bensington.
Top lane's playing with fire up here, pressuring this tower.
Now he's in fire.
Look, he blinks. Yeah, he blinks into the deepest part of the map that he can possibly go.
Didn't even know you can go over there.
Tower is in deny range, so it looks like they will slowly deny it. Valkyrie is getting stalked by Engineer here. Rhapsody's thinking about maybe making his way over. Oh, he just leaped. But Lodestone's going to spot Rhapsody. Here's the energy field down, silencing up Lodestone.
Combo. That's so good, but the Shadow Storm response now. The Steam Bath put out his Vulture to assist some more damage. Geomancer missed, the Crystal Field does not connect, and the Aluna Power Throw came out, doing plenty of damage too.
The
Magnus
melody
falls.
from Dude again. It saved Engineer, and it bought them enough time to just get the team support there. They cleaned everybody up but Adrenaline. So a 4-for-0 swing here, and now Doghouse is. I think they were not leading before this team fight, so they have taken the momentum all of a sudden.
They know how critical this is. This is it.
And that was pretty much only the damage from Engineer, which killed Valkyrie. I mean, there was a little bit of assistance from Rhapsody. Maybe the power throws came in as well, I think, on top. So you're starting to see the power of Engineer with some farm, what he can do. And he blinks in here, tries to catch the Adrenaline. Bats on top, Nightfall, and all of a sudden Adrenaline's dead. It's a more or less full genocide after they get that tier 2 tower. You could kind of feel it that Doghouse is riding on some momentum all of a sudden.
And you could just tell the practice that Snooki has on this here. I mean, you knew coming into this. Obviously, you called it, and like you're very aware. But just how easy he's making this look every single time with the combos of the keg, especially with the energy full combo, the keg out, the pushback with the turret. The fact he's able to just so accurately do that every single time, there is that's impressive. Definitely do not want to overlook that fact. So very dangerous.
That takes
here.
practice to do the keg stun following up the Storm Spirit and whatnot because of the travel time and everything. But yeah, Snooki, I said it. I mean, Snooki is probably the best, if not the second best Engineer player with Puppet Soul on the competitive scene. They play this hero very, very well.
Oh, Beef was pretty good too back in the day.
Okay, so shout out to Beef, man. Why not?
Let's not overlook the
He
Beef.
was my old manager. I love Beef. Well, might as well give him a shout out as HoN's coming to a close here. But bottom lane, here we go. Another initiation on the Lodestone. It's gonna push him back into the energy field. Oh man, I love seeing this engineer doing some work here in game 4.
There it is. That's just. And this is an Engineer that he had like 3 or 4 deaths in the first couple minutes.
I think it was 1 and 4. Still managed to come out of laning phase with 300 GPM. Geometer's Bane finished on Bensington. He's got his post Thunderclaw big item picked up. He still hasn't really gotten out of control by all means. He's 400 GPM, but they have the whole Tricore doing very well. And then when you compare that to Team Tim, it's mostly just the Valk and the Adrenaline, the Lodestone. You know, he's got what he needs, but he's not really scaling in terms of GPM the same way the side of Doghouse's Tricore is.
No, it's fair to say though, right? Like Shrunken Head is going to be clutch for this Hellborn team, especially with this Engineer, and Valkyrie does finally have one now.
Yeah.
So that's good.
If he can get that off before he takes like a lot of damage from the Legion side, then the Shrunken is going to be a good pick off. If he's not getting it off before getting initiated on, then eats a Bat Blast and whatnot. As we have Melody comes out here, it's going to be full duration actually coming in from Dude in that Dust Halo.
And he takes the arrow. He'll still die, but definitely doing his job on the Rhapsody. Meanwhile, Engineer coming in. You know the energy field's coming out. There's that combination once again. And Adrenaline just absolutely melts. Magnus, though, stunning in. Got both. Valkyrie with that shotgun active in the backlines. Wants to kill this Engineer. There's a Shatterstorm combo on top of the Geomancer as well. But no, it's not enough. Valkyrie goes down. Reginald comes back in with a clean out. And
Quad kill
somehow.
for Hag. Full genocide for Doghouse. Wow. That was almost an annihilation for Fa. I mean, who cares? Luna got the last kill, but... Whew. Big melody from Dude. Bought them the time to reset. They kited the Shrunken Head from Valkyrie. Huge Lowstone ultimate, by the way, from Zane. It just wasn't enough damage.
Yeah, how did they turn it? I'm still confused.
Hag was full life the whole time. I don't know if she got low and then turned it with Grimoire, because I didn't really pay attention to that, but he does have the Grimoire of power now, so you know if he hits bats on several heroes, he's just gonna bump his HP up like crazy in the team fight. So they get the base tower here on the tier 3, and all of a sudden we see Doghouse in a 10k gold and 13k XP lead.
Doghouse wants us all to have a game number 5, and it's looking very good for the potential of that at this time. Their biggest lead of the game, and certainly what heroes that can scale. We've talked about the Sir Bensington and what he can do. Wretched Hag, of course, is also one that he mentioned that even a possible like restoration so later on, or fresher and double ultimate could be absolute insanity. So middle lane, Adrenaline, there's a combo. The timing is perfect. Adrenaline is just dead. You cannot do anything against that.
Snooki's on an onslaught, and the last like 5 to 10 minutes he's been playing so well with these Storm Spirit keg initiations with the energy field, and he's had the Shrunken for the last like 1 to 2 minutes now. Always pops the Shrunken when he initiates. They can't counter kill him because without the stuns from Hellborn, they can't really keep him in check. And now they're turning their attention to Kongor.
That's going to be free stats for them. So damage, some raw stats, they want that.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Engineer go for damage here, and he does. He goes for damage. Hag might also take damage. He might take stats. Either one I think is fine. Maybe, okay, Luna goes for stats, so doesn't want to bulk up her power throws. Bensington goes for stats. I like that. And Rhapsody will... Oh, Rhapsody actually goes movement speed. I'm surprised, but not going to really harp on that too much, as all the Kongor buffs have merit to them. And we don't have any Kongs yet, just yet for Hellborn.
Hellborn team, they are moving as a team in the jungle. The only one not here is Adrenaline. They're trying to find somebody. Somebody could be Engineer, but Engineer, look at this. Nookie's okay. Well, they do somehow know he's over here.
If he gets Storm Spirit himself, or no, he cannot. He got completely locked.
But they used a lot to do this. They used so much to do that.
Connected onto 2. Oh
no. Is she good? She's got a Shrunken. Yeah, she's fine.
They don't have a TP stopper, so that was a really good response from Doghouse though, and they got 1 core and 1 support for the Engineer kill, and the Aluna, as I said, I think it was the red stunned up too, and then the bats came on top. So nice counter.
I suppose when you find yourself starting to get in a deficit like this, you do got to take some risky plays, and I was certainly one of them from the Hellborn side. Mid lane.
Oh, mid lane.
That's a dead Adrenaline. Just got baited in. This Nightfall, especially in a farmed Sir Bensington.
Oh yeah.
If that's ready to go.
And really the only item that I think Legion is missing right now is that Shrunken Head on Bensington. Once they have the Shrunken on all 3 of the Tricore, they just have to get those Shrunkens off when they start fights, and they're going to catch Magnus here. He does get the Lava Surge off, so maybe he gets the Portal Key to safety. He is getting Kato stunned up from Rhapsody, but they don't have the ability to chase, it looks like, so he will be fine.
He is good. Geomancer going to stall out this mid push meanwhile. As the random arrow goes to the uprights. Nobody's hit. But it's just a case of, okay, they stop the Great Way push and everything, but you're also just sitting in your base, and that's never a good sign.
Engineer has post haste now. He's smoked up, so they want to go again.
Adrenaline's dead for 15 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe also they might realize the Prism is down from Valkyrie. They might expect it to be up pretty soon, but we'll see who... They see Geomancer. I don't know if that's the guy that they want to jump, though. And They see him, so I don't think they want to jump on him. Auto veiled. Ooh. Valkyrie and Engineer are right on top of each other.
Awkward. Oh, they both make
The
their
high
own
ground
way.
vision is here from Legion. I'm not sure if they spotted them just yet. I think the range might just be a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe they didn't spot load and mag on that board, but here comes a Valkyrie Prism. So let's see if Team Tim can get the pickoff that they're looking for with this Prism. There's a Rev Ward middle aid, so they. Oh, he's gonna maybe initiate here with the Engineer.
No. That's not good. Geomancer in trouble. He's probably gonna die off the bat. Yep, there he goes. And now the Hellboard team's like, wait a second, what do we do with this? We just lost a play. Now energy field is down, so like that's a plus, I guess.
Now he was very patient because I was actually thinking, oh, he's gonna maybe Shrunken Head as well, like right away, but he didn't rush the Shrunken Head either, so he still has that to work with if they want to fight again before the energy field is up.
And they're just pushing out this mid lane. See their power throws coming out from Aluna.
The question now is what will Fa buy on Hag? Because there's a lot of items I feel like he could go for. He could go for a disable item, like Hellflower or Sheep. Both would be quite good, I would say. He could go for a Restoration Stone, just have double Grimoire, double Bat Blast, double Shrunken Head, which would be very good on its own. Alternatively, he could go Staff of the Master to just make that cooldown on Bat Blast extremely low. But if I know Fa correctly, I don't think he'll go for the Staff. He, I think, doesn't value that item as highly as he does the others. Some other Hag players like to go Staff and Grimoire to just have the super low ulti cooldown. But I would say he's going to either go with Disable or the Resto. And I think both are going to be very good. So he'll buy one and then probably do the other if the game goes that long.
Yep, we could definitely see merit for either one of those. Nothing wrong with the Sheep Stick ever. But also certainly... BKB TP. Vintage is not going to risk it.
And I'm also thinking he might value the Hellflower over the Sheep Stick because he's more of that like damage presence. Once he has the Shrunken on, he can just right-click people. And he does do pretty good right-click with the Hellflower and the Grimoire, so... I think he might even go for the Hellflower over the Sheep Stick.
Aluna might be going to Hellflower herself already, though, too. So and they could certainly have two, but...
Yeah, definitely could see both of them go for that. Bensington has a Shrunken now. So I think his next item would be Wing Bow, which is a really big pickup for him when he gets the goal for that, because then he gets crazy damage from the Wing Bow as well, so a little bit of extra attack range.
Yeah, Adrenaline's presence a little weak here so far. Valkyrie, again, he runs into another mine trap, and not as low this time, but still scary.
He does go the Hellflower, and he uses a Veiled Rod here, so they want to make something happen with this freshly bought Hellflower on the Hag. See if maybe he looks to go on this Magma Sphere middle lane. He knows that he's kind of in this area. He's going to show on the Warden, so he's going to go in here. Uses the bats, they take out the mag. Pretty simple kill there under high ground vision.
Take advantage of it. You have a gold advantage, the high ground vision, it's all of it, and might as well get a free kill and make it a 5 versus 4 now. Magnus does not have a buyback ready.
So with the Aluna and Hag both building Hellflowers, I wonder if we'll see Engineer go for a a Staff of the Master. They have both the Bensington and the Hag, who are good heroes to have Staff on, and the Engineer Staff is very, very strong if he has it for himself as well, so it would not surprise me as we see a Valkyrie Prism coming in here. They're going to jump on the Hag.
Or are they? They try to. Okay, they get her pretty low, actually. Coming over the store, she blinks out. She's going to be left in protectability once again with the save. Rhapsody just clutch yet again. Adrenaline's trying to melt down the backlines. Being chased down by Sir Bensington, but somehow gets away. But 3 are dead on the Hellborn team. It's, I see people even asking in chat, like, who's the MVP this game? A lot of people say an Engineer, but Rhapsody has absolutely had clutch melodies. I mean, speaking of Engie, though, he sets up a kill on an Imba Boy there.
They pick off the Valkyrie, who doesn't have a buyback, so they could look to pressure another set of racks now, with Imba Boy being dead for 70 seconds.
Game 5 is looking like it's very much happening.
I gotta say, Breaky, as two non-biased casters, of course, I don't think we're gonna be too sad if this series does go the full distance. I mean, this whole all 4 games I think have been very competitive and back and forth. So this one, it looks like Doghouse has gotten the better of Team Tim. We're now up to 25k and 28k experience as we see the second Rex under fire here, but I don't know how much firepower Team Tim has left. We'll see if the Shadow Storm being channeled here maybe turns it a little bit.
Okay. Well, they kill the Hag at least, so step 1 down, but it's like a 50-step list. So it's still plenty to be done, but that's going to be another set of racks going down, so 2 of the 3 are being completely destroyed. And we're not seeing the giving up just yet, but again, continues to be very grim.
Yeah, when you're down 2 Raxes without any yourself and you're in this kind of a resource deficit, it's I want to say it's almost impossible to come back from. I mean, there has to be a lot of things that swing your way for this to be able to make a comeback. But yeah, it's looking like we're going to see a Game 5 coming up at the moment. We see a Valkyrie Prism coming out here. Only 3 people alive from the side of Team Tim. They're going to try to get the Rhapsody kill here. But he is still holding his ground for now.
I mean, he's dead, but it took them a lot longer than they would have liked. In fact, Impa Boy goes down throughout it. Sir Benjamin just bashing faces in. Now turning his attention to Adrenaline. It's going to go down as well. So I got it. Yeah, there you go.
And
GG,
we're going
well
the full distance break. Game 5 is coming up. I cannot believe we're seeing the full distance here from these 2 teams. I mean, this is incredible.
The script is being executed precisely by these 2 teams.
Yeah, we'll call it scripted.